It is time to leave your worries outside and laugh with us inside the Treehouse. I'm Dan O'Malley, along with Trey Trenholm. Coming up inside the Treehouse today, a microwavable felony. When forgetting something turns deadly. And this is why we can't have nice things. You enjoyed today's show? Please do us a solid and share it with a friend from your favorite listening platform. Hit that share button, send it to a friend, share it on social media, and together let's grow the Treehouse Show. You can also find us on social media and YouTube. At Treehouse On Air is the handle for those. At Treehouse On Air for social media and YouTube. So let's start with this is why we can't have nice things. For the first time since 1973, the New York Knicks are world champions of basketball, and they took to the streets to celebrate. People were arrested, 4 stabbings, and 1 shooting were reported in New York City after the Knicks fans went wild celebrating the NBA Finals win. And as if that wasn't enough over the weekend, then you had at the White House UFC event, the fight spilled out onto the White House lawn with a pair of boys getting into it and I believe getting arrested.
I mean, both just absolute least shocking things ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, if you've ever worked in a bar that shows UFC, you know there's going to be a fight.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Japan cleans up after themselves after its World Cup match in Arlington against the Netherlands. This is unreal to me. It's amazing. A, that they do it, and B, this is not brand new. This is something that they're actually known for. This is not the first time that the Japan fans have gone viral for their cleanup antics after World Cup matches.
No, every 4 years when World Cup happens,
So why do the Japanese fans clean up after every match? 2-2 draw against the Netherlands, and of course, videos of Japan's fans cleaning up after themselves have gone viral. And one fan said that's just the culture, respect for the players, supporters, and also for the stadium. We are honored to be here, so we don't want to make a mess and then leave it. And it goes far beyond just football. Journalist Scott McIntyre said it reflects a wider Japanese value of cleanliness and respect for shared spaces. The same mindset exists at schools, public events, and everyday life. The tradition gained global attention in Qatar 2022's World Cup when Japanese fans cleaned the stadium sections after matches involving completely different teams. They're cleaning up after other teams, not just themselves.
That's why if you ever read about any city in Japan, Tokyo, obviously, when it comes to mind, everyone will say it's so amazingly clean because they don't litter.
Yeah. So this tells me that we got a lot to learn from some of our allies as far as things that we can do to be better. It's like some people look around and go, I'm just going to leave my stuff here. It's kind of like when Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott a few years ago threw a Gatorade cup towards a trash can. I think it was his rookie year, and he missed. And instead of leaving it, he got up, picked it up, and threw it in the trash can, and then sat back down on the bench. That went viral. Everyone's like, oh, my God, look what a good young man this is, because he picked up trash. It's sad that that's amazing to us. That really should be a basic thing. Like, don't mess with Texas. Don't litter. Pick up after yourself. It really should be a simple thing, but obviously it amazes us whenever we see it.
Yeah, it should be. It should be that when your team wins a championship, you celebrate and everyone's happy, and you're not, shooting, stabbing, fighting, everything else. But that generally happens everywhere. I don't know. I haven't seen anything happened in Carolina when they won the Stanley Cup.
I think a lot of people in Carolina are still surprised that they have a hockey team.
That's their second Stanley Cup.
Yeah, I have no idea. And like I remember in Philadelphia after the Eagles, won their Super Bowl, from previous ones, they had greased up the light poles and the traffic lights around the city so people couldn't climb them, and they still were able to do it and fall off.
But that's Philly. You expect that. I mean,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, Philly. There's some cities I would expect it from. I was hoping for New York that, because I mean it was fun to watch. Because I will say this: Knicks fans are the Dallas Cowboys fans of the NBA.
That is true.
They always believe, they always have hope every year, and they live and breathe that team. And so I was happy for them. I mean, hell, you could see some of the former players that they showed, Patrick Ewing and some of the other guys, Oakley. They were in tears. I mean, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
So I hoped that New York would behave better, but clearly did not.
No. I mean, hell, even in Dallas when Cowboys won the Super Bowl in the 90s, there was a big mess.
And the sad thing is, those probably weren't really the fans. They were just kids that were just going to screw stuff up.
Yeah.
As happens in a lot of the time, and when you have these things. God,
I'll never understand the whole mindset of, oh my God, our team won, let's flip over a car and set it on fire.
Yeah. I don't understand that either. It's just seems like an abundance of work.
There was I saw another video. So where I pulled the video of the fight in New York City after the Knicks won the title, the same account on Instagram popped up a couple of scrolls later, and it showed New Yorkers tearing up like a Five Guys or some burger restaurant after the Game 4 win. Like they're throwing burger fries around, like just destroying this fast food restaurant. It's like, why? Why are you doing that? It makes absolutely zero sense. And when you see fans like the Japanese fans being so respectful and courteous, picking up after themselves, that tells me this is a nurture thing. This is not a nature thing. These are ideals and cultural teachings that obviously we are missing. I mean, I don't know. It seems stupid to say, but it's like, hey, are you really excited your team did well? Please don't flip over your neighbor's car and set it on fire. That seems like you shouldn't have to say it, but apparently we do.
There is a level of entitlement with the younger, really predominantly Gen Z, that they don't. It's not. This happens. I mean, you can go through videos. There's videos every day of this happening at fast food restaurants or anything else, where someone will get mad and then, okay, fine, you're pissed off, but don't start hitting people or throwing, breaking the furniture, everything else, because you'll want to go back to that place. And a lot of these places, at a certain point, they're like, California is a great example of this. People are like, I've had enough, and they close up shop.
Yeah. And it's so silly to me for someone to be a teenager or in their early 20s feeling like they're having their falling down moment. Falling Down being the movie that starred Michael Douglas back in the 90s, where he had just had it and he just hit a break and he just went on a tear. And we all felt it. And that was one middle-aged white dude who's like, I'm pissed off. I've had it. I want breakfast at 10:31 from McDonald's. That was part of that movie where he pulls out an Uzi. He wants his breakfast. He's like, really? It's right there. I can see it. And there's a whole movie centered around that. But that guy had years of angst and pent-up frustrations. I don't feel like you get to have that when you're 19, 20 years old. You have not lived through enough real disappointment to turn a Five Guys or a smash burger upside down because they put pickles on it and you didn't want it.
Well, I mean, it goes back to, this is something we talked about last week, of teachers, and where it used to be if teachers had a problem with the student, they call the parents, and the parents would be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I will get this handled. Now parents are in there going, my kid didn't do that, what's wrong with you? They blame
Right.
everyone else but the kids, and it shows. It's like, don't steal, don't break stuff, don't stab.
Don't stab. It's just the simple things, really.
I mean, there is a video going around because there was a woman at the Carmelo Anthony, and she's screaming, I got 5, sons. I don't know what to tell them. And this guy makes a video. He's got his 5 sons. He goes, give this a shot. He goes, hey guys, don't stab anyone today. In fact,
okay, Daddy.
Don't take a knife anywhere.
Okay.
All right.
It doesn't have to be that complicated. You're right. It could be a simple, straightforward, hey, don't do that.
It's like, at one point I posted this at a bar, and it was basically, it's the same rules we grew up with on the kindergarten chalkboard of keep your hands to yourself, say please, say thank you, wait your turn, be respectful. Don't talk while someone else is talking. It just, the basic tenets of civilization, of life. And we have just lost that.
Yeah, we've absolutely lost that plot. But it on one hand, I am glad that it's not pervasive throughout the entire world. Like when you see, fans like the Japanese fans being very respectful, it's so we can change it, but it just takes a little bit of work and a little bit of effort. I don't know if some people want to do that, which is the sad thing, because that's going to require a little bit of effort. But at least there's hope knowing that it is possible.
Well, and part of it is, we went through, in the wake of 2020 and George Floyd and BLM, we went through this pendulum swung the other way of, oh, we're not going to prosecute this. We're not going to, and it's why now, if you go into a CVS or a Walgreens, half the shit's behind a locked, cabinet, and you have to wait for someone to come get it because, just because they're not prosecuting, it doesn't mean you should steal. And that's the problem we're now faced with. It's like
consequences. They make the world go round.
Don't they though?
I'm all for it, baby. I love me some consequences. It's how you learn. Speaking of learning and speaking of the Japanese World Cup fans, all the World Cup fans from around the world descending upon the United States of America, and especially in Texas, being absolutely wowed by different things that we have in our great country that they don't have. One person posting a huge bag of chips, like, oh my God, is this a real size? They don't have that there. I think one of my favorites was from one of the Japanese fans. It was from a young woman who said, ever since I got off the plane in Dallas, I've been sneezing nonstop. What the hell? And anyone that's lived in North Texas is like, yeah, that makes sense, because we got all the allergens in DFW.
Yeah, and they there were plenty of videos before World Cup warning people about the heat, and they clearly did not. But I will say this: I have seen so many videos that, in fact, there was one French guy who was like, Europeans, we've been told that hey, America sucks, that you're fat, you're lazy, you're this or that. He goes, this is the best country ever. He's like, and he's like, we as Europeans cannot even fathom how big this country is. I mean, you could fit Great Britain into Texas. There is a park in Alaska that is bigger, just a park, a national park that's bigger than Great Britain. Mm-hmm. And so you see, and it's heartwarming. You see these people talking about how friendly it is, and everyone, it's just, they're like, it's just, we're not used to that. And then you see some of the videos where, especially people going to the Grand Canyon or like Zion National Park, and they come across it and they're crying. It's so beautiful. They can't even, they can't process it.
Yeah.
And you're like, as bad as we things are and everything else, it's like this is still a pretty damn good country, and it's nice.
We just treat each other like crap.
Yeah, But we're nice to the Europeans, so hey.
Thank God. at least we're being nice to the visitors.
Yeah,
we'll treat each other like absolute dog crap. But you know what? We got visitors. Everyone put on your Sunday best. At least look like we care and look like we get along at least for a few weeks until the visitors go home. Then we can go back to hating on each other. It's like you don't think about that because I remember like one of my favorite stand-up specials, and you love it too, is Eddie Izzard. If Dressed to Kill, or Dressed to Kill, where he talks about, oh, you go to Europe and this is where the history comes from. It's like everywhere there's a castle, like, oh, another castle. Here it's the exact opposite. There's a lack of established history, but there's natural beauty and wonders to behold, like you mentioned with the various parks, Zion and Grand Canyon. And these huge wide open spaces. And there are just simply things here that are so much bigger than what they have there. Like I'm pretty sure like the Cinderella's castle at Disneyland and Disney World is probably bigger than actual castles in England.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, like I said, one of the things they just you can't grasp is the size. Yeah. And things there was one Brit who was like, a 2-hour drive in the UK is torturous. He goes, y'all do it, on a Thursday.
Yeah.
You don't even think about it. And he's right. Because it's like if they all thought, oh, hey, we can walk to the stadium. No, you can't. It's too far. You're going to go through some places you don't want to go through. And it goes back to the thing. Y'all think heat. Because and you're not even getting the bad heat. This is like the warm up.
Yeah.
This is nature's warm up of the ass whipping that is to come in July and August.
That's right. You have no idea how bad it can get.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to walk from Lamar Boulevard to the Cowboys Stadium? No, you don't.
Yeah, it's been entertaining. But I will say this. I haven't really seen a bad review, a bad thing. The worst thing I saw was that they had a picture of Rod Stewart at the Scotland match, and it turns out he had just 40 minutes prior to the kickoff of the match, he had canceled his show because he wasn't feeling well, and then they caught him in the box watching the Scottish match. It's like, oh.
Well, the Tartan Army takes no days off. There was another great one. There was like the Dutch bus stopping at Buc-ee's. That was pretty fun. And there was a Japanese person that had a bunch of great photos that they were going around North Texas, including going to Texas Roadhouse to get not just a steak, but they couldn't stop gushing about how delicious the rolls and the butter were.
Yeah, and they are. I mean, they're not wrong. What are the this British couple? I've been following their account. And a lot of it. They went to Pappas Brothers Barbecue, and they're like, "Oh, this is so good." And the comments, I mean, we're just blistering. It's like you picked the worst. He's like, Buc-ee's has better barbecue.
Yeah, you went to the wrong barbecue place, man. You've been better off going to Dickie's.
Yeah, or like it was so bad. I felt bad for Pappas Brothers because it was just.
But it's okay. Those that know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're. It'd probably be a good time to buy stock in Hidden Valley because they have evidently did not know what ranch dressing was. But
the gloriousness of ranch. Yeah. Yes, it really is good on everything. Mm-hmm. That'll change your life. That and Chick-fil-A sauce.
Well, but some of the other, there's one woman. It's like, listen, Europeans, yeah, slow your roll. He's like, there are things we do every once in a while. Because the woman was like, I've seen some of your videos and you're doing, oh God, what's the chicken finger place?
Raising Cane's.
There he goes, you're doing Raising Cane's and barbecue and Chipotle all in the same day. It's like, you're going to get the bubble guts. You got to stop.
I believe that sums up America pretty good. The bubble guts. That's right.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
You're listening to the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
This segment of the Treehouse is, of course, brought to you by Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration. To get your free roof inspection and property review, call 833-COOK-DFW. Get that scheduled today. 833-COOK-DFW, whether it's your house, your mom's house, your grandma's house, whatever it is, your neighbor's house. Get it checked to see if there are any issues, so that way a small issue doesn't turn into a big one. And if everything's kosher, then cool. That sounds great. And if it's not, you can trust them to fix it and do it properly. 833-COOK-DFW or that website, cookdfw.com. Today is Tuesday, June 16th, 2026. Celebrate today with some birthdays. Turning 48 today, actor Daniel Bruhl. Daniel Bruhl is 48, known for Inglourious Bastards, Rush, and his role as Zemo in the Marvel films. I'm actually in the middle of, I've told you plenty, Trey, I'm in the middle of rewatching the MCU up to Endgame so I can watch it in theaters again ahead of Doomsday that comes out. So I'm in the middle of rewatching Captain America Civil War, which is where this guy makes his debut. He's the one that unleashes, the Winter Soldier and turns the Avengers against each other. He is 48 today. He's really, really good actor. John Cho, another actor, he is 54, probably best known as one half of Harold and Kumar films. He was also Sulu in the newer Star Trek movies, which were actually pretty good.
I was really disappointed they're not going to make any more of those.
I was really surprised by that. I thought they had a really good thing going. I thought there would be another, but I guess one of the last ones they did didn't do as well, maybe? I don't know.
Well, actually, no. What I read is that at a certain point, they screwed around with the script for so long that at a certain point, then some of the actors and the studio was like, at this point, we would need to, we need to start over because now they're aging out of where it's being feasible.
That makes sense. Like they effed around for too long that now it's the window's open for the reboot or the relaunch, basically, and recast and everything.
I'm with you. I thought the casting of that, Chris Pine and obviously, oh my God, I'm in brain fog.
That's okay. I'll try to help if I can.
Karl Urban.
It's Bones. God, that man is a treasure. He is a fine actor. I think I've told you this before. I'm going to repeat myself because you may not remember it, and for those that might be new, they may not know it. Karl Urban has been around for a very, very long time. I don't even know how old he is, but he's been a really fun actor for a long time. There was a movie he did. First of all, I love him as Judge Dredd. If you have not seen his Judge Dredd movie, do yourself a favor, go watch it. It was really, really good. Before that, he was in a movie called Pathfinder. This is a movie where he is like the baby of Vikings, and he gets left in the New World, and he's raised by a Native American tribe, basically. So he's this white kid that was the marauding bad guys. They left the kid, and the natives took him and raised him. Then the Vikings come back, and now he's armed with, Viking stuff and Native American stuff, and he's warring against his old Viking. It's a really, really interesting. It's a good movie. I enjoy it. It's probably 20 years old, but that was a fun one. It makes the Vikings look absolutely terrifying, which makes sense because especially to the natives, probably were.
Yeah.
But that's a really good Karl Urban one, and obviously The Boys. But anyway, John Cho, 54. Happy birthday to him. Laurie Metcalf is 71. Emmy-winning actress, best known for Roseanne, The Connors, the voice of Andy's mom in Toy Story. She's Sheldon's mom on Big Bang Theory, and she was Ed Gein's mom in the Monster series on Netflix, and she was phenomenal in that role.
She plays the Southern Baptist mother to a T.
She's got one in her family. She
Oh, yeah.
absolutely has to
Well,
have at least one because
and-
that is
and-
so good.
And then, it's her daughter who was the mom on Young Sheldon.
Is it?
Yeah.
How did I not know that? That's amazing.
So, yeah, it's.
That's usually the kind of nugget I know. Thank you, Trey.
You're welcome.
Now that explains why Sheldon's mom on Sheldon was so good at channeling. All right, that makes sense. Eddie Cibrian, 53, known for Third Watch, CSI Miami, and being married to Leanne Rimes. Arnold Vosloo is 64. This is the guy that's best known as Imhotep in the Mummy movies, which, of course, they are making a new one. So Brendan Fraser. I guess Arnold Vosloo will be in it. Rachel Weisz is coming back. That'll be interesting to see if they can pull that off. Because that's something people have been clamoring for a while.
That dude plays a bad guy. Now I know who you're talking. Yeah, he is. There is a certain person he plays character, and he is damn good at it.
Yep. Go ahead.
The Mummy franchise, because I think I saw the first two, and then so there was the Brendan Fraser, and then did Tom Cruise do a Mummy?
He did. He did a Mummy movie as well a few years back.
All right. So now we're going to be on the third reboot.
Well, it's like I don't know if it's necessarily a reboot, but it's like there was like Tom Cruise's Mummy was not in the same Mummy universe, I guess,
okay.
as Brendan Fraser's. I think it was a totally separate take.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, then I think in like the third Mummy movie, there was 3 of them with the main people, and then it went away for a while, and now they're doing a new one. Because this was interesting. So Brendan Fraser was on, I think it was Pauly Shore's podcast recently, and with this resurgence of Brendan Fraser's career and popularity. Because he was the it guy for a while when the Mummy came out. He was a $20 million man, and then it all just went away. Then he had the Oscar performance, I guess, or nominated, or if he won it, whatever, in The Whale. That kind of brought that back. And he's hot again. So they're doing this Mummy deal. He goes on Pauly Shore's show, and Pauly's like, what about Encino Man 2? Are we doing this? Can we please do this? And Brendan Fraser's like, dude, I want to, but here's the problem. I'm booked up for like the next 3 years. Solid.
He's going to have to hit the gym if he's going to do the Mummy, if there's going to be anything regarding any action scenes.
Yeah, otherwise it's going to look like he ate the Mummy. And I think it had to have been an AI video, something about, there was like I saw it online. It was a video of Brendan Fraser supposedly working out, and he looked completely ripped. And I was like, there's no way he looks like that yet. That's way too fast, even by Hollywood standards. So anyway, Arnold Vosloo is 64. Happy birthday to him. Phil Mickelson is 56. Old lefty. I saw a photo of him the other day. It was like one of those PR headshots. Holy crazy. My God, he looked sadistic. Like, I think even if it was on a hot female body, those eyes would scare you, Trey.
I haven't seen him recently.
It was just really frightening photo of him. Geronimo would have been 197 today, which would have been pretty impressive. And I'm bringing this up not in a funny way, but hearing Geronimo made me think of one of the absolute worst stories I have seen this year. And that is the poor woman who was thrown off of the bungee platform without the bungee cord. Have you seen the video?
I have. I did not. I clicked off of it when I realized what actually happened.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I can't. There's only a fight when, like Raj loved when people, kind of got hurt. That's entertaining, but when people die, I tend to look away.
Yeah, so I saw 2 separate videos, and neither one of them showed anything graphic, but they showed where you've got 3 people. You got 2 guys that are holding her above their head, and a third guy, I guess, is supposed to be, I don't know, the spotter. And they're holding her, and she's head first, kind of like you're flying, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they throw you, just like letting go of a model airplane, just throw you off the bridge. And you can see in the beginning, like when she goes down, that's the end of the video. They don't show anything graphic, but you can see it right there. It's like you see her feet, and there's nothing attached to it. And I just, oh God,
I saw a video from the rear of what you're talking about, where you could see the rope on the ground.
Yep.
It's like, now I wouldn't bungee jump. I would skydive before I would bungee jump.
I think I'm with you there.
I damn sure wouldn't do it in Brazil.
I don't know if I do it even in the States. I just don't know, man. I just don't know.
But it's like, man, you had one job.
Just one.
I mean, at some point, who didn't check to go, hey, there's supposed to be something clipped to her back.
Yeah, and then the 2 guys that threw her are probably looking back to the spotter and be like, did you not put the cord on her? I thought you were going to put the cord on her.
You had one job.
Oh, no. Just awful.
Yeah, that's just tragic.
But it reinforces the fact that I am not doing anything crazy in foreign countries. I barely will do crazy stuff in our own country. I will not do roadside, highway side fair rides because that I just don't trust it. Six Flags I'll trust more because it's permanent. Disney World I would trust more. But even still, I'm not even a roller coaster person anymore. I am certainly never going to do a bungee jump, and I'm certainly not going to do it in a foreign country. I think the only way that I would skydive, and yes, I'm putting this out there again, the only way I would skydive is if the elite of the elite skydivers, the Army's Golden Knights, strap me to their chest. Then I would skydive.
Yeah, but you still, I mean, it's like there was just a plane crash with 12 skydivers. It's like,
yeah, but those weren't the Army Golden Knights guys.
No. I saw a new ride or a new thing. It wasn't in America, but where basically you're like up on this, like 200 feet up, and you go out on this platform, and then they just pull a lever and you drop, and there's a big net below.
Oh God, I just got chills. That sounds horrific.
I'll see if I can find that video for you.
Oh God, why do you hate me? I think you just love seeing me squirm. Oh, that sounds awful on the receiving end. I, however, would love to be the guy on the lever. That would be a fun job. Whee! Just when they least expect it. Mm-hmm. I like that. I'd like to be that ride operator.
Well, I'll be that with Stroke Dan. I'll be the ride operator.
Oh God damn! I better start eating clean.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
While you're at treehouseonair.com, you can click on subscribe and go to our Patreon, or just go directly to it yourself. Patreon.com/treehouseonair, and subscribe to one of 3 membership levels to go even deeper inside the Treehouse and get more Treehouse shows in your life today. Patreon.com/treehouseonair, and subscribe today. Back inside the Treehouse, I'm Dan, along with Trey, and a now former Myrtle Beach police officer is facing a felony charge after pulling a gun on a fellow officer during an argument over microwave fish. Raise your hand if you've ever been the microwave fish guy in the office. I have. I've done it. I absolutely did it to be a dick. Not only that, but I even microwaved egg whites sometimes. And that smells like nasty farts. And I felt justified. You want to know why?
Because it was iHeart.
Okay. And 1B is I was trying to eat healthy, right? I'm trying to eat healthy and live right and do the smart thing, and there'd be pizza all the time in the break room. There's ice cream and there's cookies, all sorts of just food that gets brought in that's terrible for me. No one feels bad for the person trying to be healthy in the office by bringing in all these tantalizing treats and leaving them out like random burritos. But if I microwave one piece of fish or 10 egg whites in a Tupperware in the microwave in the break room, people get a little mad.
Yeah.
And I said, look, if I got to smell your delicious pizza, then you get to smell my stinky egg whites. I really did. I can't. At one point, I couldn't believe that I was that guy, but I was just like, I don't care. I'm eating healthy. Screw it.
That doesn't mean and you never partook in the delicious food that was put out?
Of course I did.
Well,
But then we also had to put up with the people that wouldn't clean up after themselves. We also had to put up with the people that would burn the popcorn once a week. Jesus Christ.
Well, I think those are, they seem to be universal in radio stations.
I hope that that's universal in all break rooms. There's always the person that's going to burn the popcorn. There's always just messy people or whatever. But I was the guy that was microwaving the stinky stuff. Sue me.
You should be ashamed.
Should. So anyway, authorities say a 46-year-old Michael DiBiase confronted a colleague about the smell in a department briefing room, then drew and pointed his service weapon. Jesus. He was arrested and charged with unlawfully pointing a firearm. He's since been fired following an internal investigation that probably took about 5 minutes, and that found multiple policy violations. He was released on a $5,000 bond with a court hearing set for August 14th. South Carolina law, by the way, if you're curious, says it is illegal to point a gun at someone, loaded or not. It's a no-go, non-starter. Don't do it. But especially if you're a cop.
That goes to the whole thing. If you're going to point it, you better be able to be ready to shoot, because just pointing it will get you in a lot of trouble.
Yes. And a lot of people don't understand that. As it's supposed to be, if you're pointing it, that means you're ready to use it. That's what it's supposed to be, kind of a thing.
Yeah. Pointing it is not the deterrent.
No. All right. But speaking of food, in this case, this is good food. All right. The world's first official Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pizzeria is opening in Santa Monica, California. How has this not been a thing already? This makes so much sense. It'll be decked out in wall-to-wall retro Ninja Turtle decor, complete with glowing green ooze, neon lights, and fans can even look forward to a specialized pizza menu, a secret bar tucked away in the back that will serve adult drinks on the weekends, and of course, lots of Ninja Turtles merch. By the way, if you're curious, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have been around since 1984. So I ask again, how does this take 40 years to get a Ninja Turtles pizza restaurant? This sounds like something that would have been a slam dunk back in the day.
I mean, yeah, it was comic book and then the movies and TV show. I'm shocked that no one has done this before. I mean, obviously, I'm guessing they're doing all the licensing. I don't know who has. I want to say that's in the Marvel but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure who owns all that stuff on the Ninja Turtle side, but
I mean, yeah, it's hats off to someone who it is shocking that no one has done that up until this point.
I mean, a Ninja Turtles pizza place, it just sounds like such a slam dunk. It's so obvious. I'm sure the person that thought of doing it had to have thought someone has to have done this already, and finding out that they hadn't, I bet they couldn't get it done fast enough.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think if there's if there's anything better suit. Like it's hard to think of it now for some reason, but when you think it's like Pizza Ninja Turtles, that makes so much sense. Restaurant there. Trying to think of like a movie franchise or something that would make some like product placement stuff would make so much sense. Like I'm surprised and maybe there is, I just haven't seen it. Maybe there's like a Fast and the Furious model Honda Civic or something. I don't know. Just something that also makes so much sense like that.
I thought that was Dodge.
Maybe it was Dodge had something like that.
I feel like Dodge. That's why, so many times you see the cars involved in racing and stuff. It's just Dodge.
Yeah. Does Porsche have a memorial Paul Walker Porsche?
No, I don't think so.
Probably be a bad taste if they did.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ninja Turtles Pizza Place coming soon to Santa Monica, California. I wish. Better Call Saul law firm.
Never seen it, so I'm out.
I haven't seen it either, but I would. That's one of those things that makes sense. Or the people that actually have like a Heisenberg, meth operation.
Never saw Breaking Bad.
Man, I thought you were more in touch with modern times, Trey.
Those were all the shows that were in the late 2000s, early 2000 teens. That's alcoholism.
That's true. You were in a different place.
Yeah.
You were watching your own shows at that time.
I might have watched it. I just wouldn't remember.
And you know what? That's okay too. You can always go back and rewatch. I never made it past season 3 of Breaking Bad. That's my confession for today. There was an episode where it was him doing housework, and I was like, I'm out. Couldn't do it anymore. But people love it. I don't know. That'll take care of us today inside the Treehouse. Be sure to share the show with a friend today from your favorite listening platform, and together, let's grow the Treehouse Show. We will see you next time right here inside the Treehouse Show that does not currently have fish in the microwave.
Tara would whip your ass.
And that's why.